Ya, ya, ah, ah. Hello Moonies! It's me, your host Moonlight-chan, and for this LOLCOWLAPALOOZA special, we're gonna be roasting the Fag Parade. So sit back and relax and join me, folks. And if you give me a couple of minutes, I'm gonna set up the Discord so that way you can call in and join in the commentary as well. So in case you don't know, for any new viewers, I'm Moonlight-chan. I'm part of the twin artist VTuber duo. We create art, we play video games, and we also have a lot of fun here on the internet. Ah, jeez, my voice. And you know what? What better way to celebrate LOLCOWs than to make fun of Fag Pride Month? Or should I say Pedo Month, but I digress. You know, ever since 2023 started, it hasn't been a very good look for the LGBTQ community. Well, they already got a lot of flack for whining over Hogwarts Legacy and bullying VTubers such as Silverveil and, damn it, what was her name? The Tea Kettle VTuber. Her name escapes me right now. Ah, jeez. And not only that, but we've already known drag queens getting busted as sex offenders, even though they're permitted to strip in front of kids. So maybe slowly but slowly the normies are waking up to the LGBTQ truth. And furthermore, folks, I advise you to look up the 40%. Who makes up the 40% of all pedophiles, even though they make up the 2% of the population in Burgerland? Nevertheless, thank you for joining my stream. Sit back and relax. And this is my second time streaming on Kick, so make sure you join there too. It's on Moonliightartist. Just type in Moonliightartist. We're practically everywhere. We even have a Twitch page. Cease. And hello, new viewers. Hello, guys. Good to see you. Anyway, let's get on with the show. We're gonna be roasting the Fag Parade in New York City. So let's do this. You can call in through the Discord, and don't forget the donation links I posted in the comments. We're not trying to sound greedy. We just wanted to let you guys... Oh, jeez. We just wanted to let you guys know. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Woo! Woo! Alright. Let's see.
Celebrating Pride across America. Here now in New York City, Eva Pilgrim, Gio Benitez, LZ Granderson, and our special co-host, Marie Hill.
Don't care.
And welcome to ABC News Live's Pride Across America.
This whole thing is like 5 hours long, and I've mapped out the route of the parade, and it doesn't take that long to reach from point A to point B. Basically, the parade started at 25th Street and 5th Avenue over in Manhattan, and it was supposed to disperse at 16th Avenue and 5th Street. Basically, it doesn't take that long to reach there by foot. Cease. But anyway, let's do this. Oh, I heard Christina Aguilera is going to be having a concert on the Fag Parade, but whatever.
The loudest and proudest streaming event on the air right now.
And that's why I'm fast forwarding this.
I'm Gio Benitez. So good to be here with you.
So good to be with all of you. I'm Eva Pilgrim. We are celebrating from coast to coast, covering the nation's 3 biggest Pride marches in one place for the first time.
We have 5 full hours of live events. Bring the best
I don't care.
And here to help us with all of that is our special co-host, Marie Hill, host of Hulu's Dragon. Mary, thank you so much for
I can see who's the inbred.
I'm happy to be here. We are standing by as the crowds of Pride marchers prepare to hit the streets. In New York City, the parade is getting underway soon. In Chelsea, here in Manhattan. Among the parade marshals, the amazing actor and singer Billy Porter, and model and activist Yasmin Benoit, and legendary author Randy Wicker.
We will also
Little who's? Who are these people?
Pride marchers including boys from North Houston and beyond, and ladies from Lakeview to Lincoln Park. Everybody will party their way through the north side of the city.
And then the grand finale, of course, in San Francisco, where the flags are already flying ahead of the march there. Thousands set to Market Street to Civic Center Plaza. The city's Pride theme this year, looking back and moving forward.
An important reminder of what started all of this. The Stonewall riots of 1969, when New York City police raided Stonewall and patrons of the gay club and allies in the neighborhood took a stand against them.
Today's parade route here in New York passing by...
You know, I heard a little tidbit that over at Stonewall before the Stonewall riots, there was supposedly some human trafficking going on with young boys, which is no surprise of the gay community. You know what I'm talking about. I still look into that. Just out of curiosity, you know. After all, the 40% folks, the 40% is real.
By the Stonewall National Monument just across the street from where the Stonewall Inn still serves as a pillar of the community.
And as we move forward, we show our strength together, united in our pride and love for one another. So let's go ahead and check in now on the preparations in Chicago. That's where we find ABC's Ginger Z and Alex Perez standing by as...
Ooh, they're going to be filming in Chicago? How many people are going to get shot there?
Pride festivities ramp up in Windy City. Ginger and Alex, so good to see you. I love what you're wearing. Look at you, colorful.
Hey,
Yes.
we are feeling the spirit, Ginger and GOU in New York. We are happy. We're
Gay. Fucking gay.
2 decades. We realized this morning that we didn't even have to coordinate. It's just like our brains at this point work with telepathy. Especially when
He's
it
a
comes to Pride in
total
Chicago.
beard,
This is one of my
alright?
favorite places. I lived here for 5 years. I lived just around the corner and I lived right down there in the neighborhood where Pride takes over. And I know this isn't a competition, but I'm just gonna say it straight out. Chicago's got the best Pride parade.
I mean, if it is a competition, you're right.
Why is it that mulatto men are more likely to be gay? Like, I understand you're racially confused, but that's no excuse to be sexually confused either. It's just a pattern I'm noticing, a small pattern. That's it.
Right, we do have the best Pride parade, and what I love about the Pride parade here and other places, Ginger and everyone, is just that when you come to this parade, you sort of forget about all of those problems that are happening around the world, and you have those moments of happiness, pure joy. I remember my first Pride parade, Ginger. I actually wasn't even out of the closet just yet, and I came here, I wandered up here to this part of town to see what it was like, and I remember seeing everyone, and for the first time in my life, my early 20s, thinking, I don't have to feel ashamed of who I am. I can see all this, I can be around these people, and I can feel included.
It is so beautiful. This was definitely the first Pride parade I ever attended, and so to be back here, and you and I have even done the parade together
Blah,
before
blah,
a
blah.
couple times, and so thinking about even that long ago, what Pride felt like and how much it's grown as an ally, I am just, you know, it is such a glorious day. And of course, we got some good weather. At
Of
least
course,
to start.
we had some rain over that, but you got rid of all that. You cleared the way.
See you later, Rain. It's time for rainbows.
There we go.
All right, I love that this is a sort of reunion for you both, a Pride reunion. Ginger Z, Alex Perez, thank you so much. We'll be checking in with you very often throughout the broadcast here.
Yes, let's head out now to San Francisco, where the celebration is set to begin in just a few hours. But our own Devin Dwyer and Christiane Cordero of our incredible station, ABC7 Los Angeles KBC TV, they are standing by. Good morning to you guys.
Wait, look at those chairs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they brought the thrones out for us
Welcome
here.
to our living room. We tried to go for something subtle, so
We're very excited, guys. This is my first time at San Francisco Pride. I'm so happy to be here with Christiane. You know, this city has been a beacon of hope and resilience all around the world for LGBTQ people for 50 years. This parade is always a blockbuster. Today we're expecting
There it
millions of people
is.
out here in the streets. It's going to be quite something. And I got to tell you, the theme, Eva, this year, you mentioned it earlier, looking back, moving forward, really a nod to the meaning of Pride. You know,
All right, guys, join in the Discord.
And also facing the challenges.
Ready.
Some big challenges ahead for the community.
that continue for the community. You know, we joke about the rainbow colors, but the most iconic symbol of the LGBTQ plus community is the rainbow flag, and it was born right here.
No, facts stole the rainbow from the Christians. It's actually a symbol from God.
The birthplace of the flag. I learned something new today, guys. It's pretty exciting, and we've got lots of rainbow for you here in San Francisco. The parade going to get started here in just a couple hours.
Okay, here's a biblical lesson for all the non-believers there. The rainbow was actually a symbol for the Christians. After God flooded the world, he gave Noah and his family a rainbow in the sky to signify their promise not to flood the earth with water again. But considering Armageddon is upon us, the world may be flooded with fire and brimstone, and I say bring it on. So remember, the rainbow belongs to the Christians.
Devin and Christiane, thank you so much. I'm sure we're going to be seeing lots of them, but also lots of rainbows.
Yes, absolutely. And Pride across America is just getting started here. And when we come back, we meet a symbol of resilience. A trans woman moving forward after the Pulse and Club Q tragedies impacted her personally. Here's a live look right now at the march here in New York City. It's going to kick off in less than an hour. But first, I'm going to pass the mic to Murray's Drag Me to Dinner co-stars Neil Patrick Harris and David Burtka.
Somebody pour black paint on that,
I'm
please.
Neil Patrick Harris, and I'm David Burtka, and we are from Drag Me to Dinner. Pride never stops means that it's not something you think about 1 month a year. Be proud of who you are, of what you represent.
Oh, what, drag you to death?
Make sure that Pride never stops. I wear rainbow shirts. Yes, you do.
Look at the STD rates, alright? And also high domestic violence among the fags.
Pride never stops.
Ah, jeez. Pride is a sin, folks.
Whenever news breaks.
I don't care.
Here in Kentucky, no match for the tornado. From Monterey Park, California, on the ground in Ukraine.
Reporting from Uvalde, Texas. ABC News Live is right there everywhere.
I know some people may find it weird, but I'm starting to believe that maybe the government can control weather. After all, the military has high technology normies like us don't know. Just saying.
Scene of that deadly missile strike in Dnipro, Ukraine. Reporting from the earthquake in Turkey.
From Charleston, South Carolina, on the 2024 campaign trail. From Kathmandu, Nepal.
From California covering record snowfall.
Traveling with the president in Mexico City.
Wherever the story.
Here at this airport in Tampa, it's already shut down.
Reporting with the nurses on the picket line.
From Jerusalem here at 10 Downing Street in London.
Streaming live to you.
Wherever the story is.
Wherever the story is.
Wherever the story is, we're going to take you there. You're
Blah, blah, blah.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live. Streaming free everywhere.
Blah, blah, blah.
Streaming news.
Win them all.
If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. A place that's spectacular as well. Me.
I think we might know a place, right, guys?
Oh, wait, there is.
Good morning, America.
DMA, 7A, every day. Boom, boom, boom.
Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, America. How are you?
Boom! Now that's how you start your day, people.
All right, here we go. Ready? Let's do it.
Yes, it's the show America wants and America needs right
Oh
now.
boy.
Let's go. How are you?
Literal psyop.
You'll be watching Saturday
Psyop the TV show.
Guess I just found out.
The What Would You Do Marathon, 2 to 6 Eastern, every Saturday on ABC News.
I need to fast forward the psyop, the stupid commercials.
And welcome back to Pride Across
Somebody
America,
put black
celebrating
paint on
the
there.
LGBTQ+ community, and we are counting down for the march to begin here in New York City just minutes from now.
We're also waiting for the nation's other two biggest marches to kick off in the coming hours.
Yes, Camila. Our Monday, the
Lord.
clock is ticking for the start of the party on the north side of Chicago. Going
Get
strong
on
on the
with
afternoon
it. Get
podcast.
on with it.
All right, and we're keeping a close watch on our friends in San Francisco, marching just about a half hour after that.
But first, we have to reflect on the moment that we are now here for. Decades after that infamous police raid at the Stonewall Inn, a gay bar not too far from here, the police are now protecting us as we celebrate with pride. But the attacks have not stopped.
From the horrific Pulse nightclub
And
shooting
now
that
they're
left
spreading
4 dead and
diseases
53
in their
wounded just 7 years ago,
bathhouses.
to the senseless murders committed just last year at the Club Q in Colorado Springs that left 5 dead.
Pulse was a psyop.
We'll never forget the lives lost. Tierra Kelly truly can't. Pulse was once her home bar, and she worked at Club Q when that tragedy occurred. Yet she continues to move forward and is another symbol of the strength in the community.
When Pulse happened, it was a shock. It was the home bar. It happened once, and you think to yourself, thank God,
Allah
you get through that,
Akbar.
it's good. That can never happen again. There's no way that would ever happen again. And then you move across the country to a whole nother.
Alright. Even if you do believe the Pulse shooting was genuine, well, it also shows that, well, it destroys the notion that all brown people will stand together. Obviously, Muslims are going to take this gay shit, obviously. And yet, idiot leftists in Burgerland and in Bongland over in Europe just keep importing them in. So, lefties, you get what you deserve. And, I hate migrants, so Allah Akbar.
State. And the one club that
Days vote, motherfucker.
I get hired at, it was almost deja vu like Club Pulse. Again, like seriously again, I was numb at Club
Don't
Q,
care.
and with Pulse, I was shocked.
This
Dude, you're
banner
gonna die of a
represents
heart
the
attack by
connection. It
next
represents our
year,
family and our
right?
community, because this banner comes from thousands of miles away,
From-
and it's a tragedy. It's these
from a
tragedies that
chitlin
connect these people
overdose.
to the people here in Colorado Springs. My friends and our patrons are the people who came and watched our shows and enjoyed us in our community. Were murdered in this building behind me, and it's hard to just know that this is something that happens in America. It doesn't feel safe anywhere.
Oh no,
Particularly
your
as a
fellow
black person.
pedos
So I
were
don't feel safe
shot.
anywhere except for my safe
Should I
spaces.
care?
Except for the places that I know that I can be with people and around people that are going to love and care for me.
I was born in Detroit, Michigan. My father is a pastor. My mother was an evangelist. Following in the footsteps of my parents, I ended up going to Atlanta Christian College. I decided at that time to teach transition because I didn't know what it was going to be like going to a Christian college as a transgender woman, a black transgender woman. When I teach transition,
Your father
I
should
felt
have
like
spanked
that was
you
when I wore
more
a
with the
costume. I
belt.
felt like that's when I was not being authentic with myself. When you let go of that voice and accept that this is who you are, there's something beautiful that happens. I remember going to a drag show in Orlando. There was one transgender woman that was there. She was the first time I'd ever seen a transgender woman, like amongst these drag queens. It was amazing. Pulse was that bar that you know you gotta go to, and you're gonna see your friends, and it's gonna be like you guys are having a family reunion. I had picked up my phone, and there was a text message from my friend Jeremy, and he said, "Did you make it to Pulse? If so, run." There were so many questions, but the main one was like, how many of the people that we know are in there right now, or were in there, and they were screaming and
Oh,
yelling.
really?
It was a lot. I quit for quite a while. I quit drag for quite a while. I didn't start back doing drag until I moved here to Colorado. I
Really?
remember the vibe in the building that night was just so off. There was just something. Now,
Oh, what a coincidence. What a fucking coincidence. He knew people from Pulse. He managed to avoid the Pulse shooting. Then he moves to Colorado. Then he dodges the Club Q shooting. Like, really, nigga? Really? Really? You expect me to believe those two are real? Really?
all right, the next day I do dialysis treatment. Right after treatment, I ended up getting extremely sick. Fell asleep and I woke up to a phone call. It was my friend saying, "Hey, are you there? Are you okay?" And it was almost deja vu like Club Pulse. And that's when they told me about Derek, and then we found out about Danielle shortly after. Today, I go through some serious depressions. Everywhere I go, I'm like, this could be the night. I barely missed 2 times in a row. This could be that time. That's our safe space. And that's why it's such a violation when events like Pulse and Club Q happen, because you've literally invaded the safe space that we have. There are so many voices that are telling our youth
Hello,
that
new
they're wrong
viewers.
and that they can't be who they are. That's the voices that they hear every single day. I encourage the older people like myself to try to continue to uplift and encourage the youth. Otherwise, the only voices they're hearing are the voices of hate. It can be very difficult to believe that you are loved and accepted when that's not what you're hearing on a daily basis.
Blah, blah, blah.
Ever Life to Drag Pride pageant.
My name is Latrice. I met Tiara 2 months before the tragedy. She was going to be a new producer. Tiara spoke to me and she told me how pretty she thought I was, and that's something you don't hear out here a lot. So then I started competing in her competition. We gained a relationship just off of what is it like to be a black older trans woman, because a lot of black trans people do not make it. Our relationship became more than just like mentor, mentee. It was more like I was her actual child. It's an
Oh
honor
my
to see her, because
fudge.
again, you don't see people like us, and even when you do see people like us, they're silent. So Tiara being the forefront in
Damn,
this,
this is so
is kind of
cringe. I
giving
need to fast
young
forward
adults, children,
this.
and future kind of a message that
Fuck
if you just
this
take that once,
bullshit.
who was openly gay.
There was an incident I remember that was a child at high school that was being hazed.
I just feel like they would never have been accepted if they didn't.
I think that's the fear for us as parents. My child's gonna be alone.
I was scared to death, quite honestly. Still scared.
So all of my family immigrated from Iran. They were not open at all.
Their kids and a few others gathered inside the theater at the Harker School in San Jose, California.
Oh
As they
boy.
talked, a different picture started to emerge.
Ah,
The amount
jeez.
of acceptance we have.
Look, all these gay kids are just being groomed, alright? And they're most likely molested as
myself looking forward to going to school.
when they were younger.
Putting a pep in my step for getting to that point in my life.
It's just become much more normalized. Harvard professor Shafia Zaloom says the legalization of gay marriage and the creation of online communities for the LGBTQ+ population means kids aren't as isolated.
There is that negativity that does exist. And at the same time, there are also a lot of different spaces in which kids are affirmed. This idea of sexuality is fluid, is more normalized, and
Bring
we are
back
part of the
bullying,
social landscape that
alright?
kids are navigating,
At least
where
do
kids
that
can
for
actually seek out and
2024.
find acceptance.
Oy vey!
It's a battle with progress. We're getting recognized more, but we're also getting persecuted more.
Like in Ryan School District, they have Pride Prom, where queer kids from different schools gathered for their own dance.
And it was one of the best nights of my life when I went.
And for these parents who are already on the journey with their kids, it's not as scary.
I've noticed most of these fat kids are really fat and ugly. All their caterwauling is just streaking of the uglies, you know? It's usually the ugly degenerates that really want to dilapidate society. Jeez. Anyway, let's move on.
It was when they started out.
I get daily educated more and more. I think we might know a place, right guys?
No, okay.
You are heard, you are understood, and you belong.
President Biden and top Democrats are vowing to defend LGBT.
And my son Hunter will rape your kids.
For trans Americans like Danica Rome, the answer is standing up and standing proud.
You cannot serve your constituents by attacking them. And so I get to demonstrate what excellence in trans leadership looks like.
Whatever,
Danica Rome is such a reminder
tranny.
that visibility matters. It's one way that all of us can make a difference, like being ourselves and standing up. And that can take courage. And we should say, Christian, that all 8 LGBTQ state legislative candidates in the state of Virginia won their primaries last week, so representation for them on the ballot.
Oh boy, oh boy.
When we talk about the legal landscape, it's really easy to kind of go to those 500+ bills that have been at least introduced, but the Supreme
Okay, all of this rainbow furniture sale looks really tacky. Alright, I know the fags stole the Christian symbol, but still, it's just tacky from an aesthetic point of view. I mean, you're putting orange next to the blue handles, like, come on. Those are two complementary colors. Speaking as an artist, that does not go well. Do you guys really think gays have good taste? And look at these tassels. There's more purple in the middle and right next to the yellow, which are also complementary colors. Also tacky. Cease. Whatever.
Court also has LGBTQ+ rights on the table.
That's right. Another major development this week in gay rights at the United States Supreme Court. The justices will decide whether some businesses can refuse to serve LGBTQ Americans on account of free speech. A big decision that might be. We'll be watching it this week back in Washington.
Yeah. We also opened up a Teespring store, so check it out. It's also in the description. And also check out our Gumroad store too.
A lot to watch there. The party's just getting started out here, guys, in San Francisco. We know you'll be checking back with us in a bit, but for now, we'll toss it back to you in New York.
Blah, blah,
We are joined
blah.
now by Emmy-nominated actor, star, and pose, and American Horror Story advocate of all human rights, Angelica Ross. Welcome and happy Pride.
Never heard of her. But I don't really care about pedo rapist Hollywood.
Thank you. You two want me to leave? No, I mean, hello. What's going on here? We just go back. We go back.
You know, I'm starting to believe that maybe Hollywood actresses were actually mutilated little boys who were castrated and then indoctrinated to be actresses, aka sex slaves.
I feel so timely. It feels timely because I just want to be a reflection to those out there.
I mean, come on, Hollywood's disproportionately Jewish.
You can move. We can move to places and we can move to communities and neighborhoods where we are accepted. So to see people watch me.
Well, I don't care, you Mary J. Blige wannabe. Cease.
I love it.
And we actually love you.
Those influencers and allies and community members share how their pride never
Oh
stops.
look, it's the
Throughout this
human
5-hour
thumb.
unprecedented production, you will
That's
see some of these
it.
messages because no matter where you are not alone. And joining us now is the host of the new Hulu series, Drag Me to Dinner, Murrayville. We are so glad to have you with us today. You have to tell us about this new show. You said 40 queens?
There are 40 of the top drag queens in the country in the show. It is absolutely wild, and it's a competition show. The prize, well, it's kind of invaluable.
Still sounds like a female, but has the eyes of an Asian.
Preparing a cocktail menu and everything. So the great thing about this show, kids, is all the drag queens. It's all impromptu. It's fun. It's unscripted.
And that's your specialty, right?
That is
Like,
my
you are
specialty.
improv.
Yeah, as you can tell, I'm making you all nervous.
How do you manage
Yeah.
huge personalities on one platform like that?
Well, let me tell you something. I'm a huge person.
How the hell can people tolerate drag queens? I mean, especially the ones that have that huge eye shadow that gives them the raccoon eyes. Like, come on, that's terrifying and gross. And besides, we all know drag was some sort of underground fetish, right? Really? And you want to bring that to kids? Fucking pedos, chimos?
Personality, I actually felt like a straight guy with all that. I put in earplugs every once in a while just to take a break from the girls.
It's pretty much the most exciting project you've done.
It is the best project I've done, and it's
Hello,
the first time
new
a guy
viewer.
like me hosts the
What's
show.
up?
So, I gotta say that on Gay Pride, so I'm so extra cares to David Burka and Hulu gave me the shot, and the show is fun and it celebrates joy. You know, that's it. We're just having fun. There's no plot, there's no meaning, there's no prize, there's no point. It's just entertainment.
I think it started behind us.
I know, it really is. Like, that's the thing. We've been talking about Pride Never Stops. I mean, this is starting early here. Everyone is just so excited. Who is in the car?
Yo.
Tinted out windows.
That might be Kamala Harris or Adele or Madonna. We're not sure. Wait.
Yo, YouTube, what's up? What's up with YouTube? Oh, jeez. Hold on a minute, Moonies.
And you see the countdown right there? It officially starts at 15.
Yeah, I don't care.
So you can see that people started, they're announcing some of the names.
Yep.
Very, very cool.
All right, let's go to the weather here now, because here in New York, it's nice and beautiful, but it could get a little dicey a little bit later. Thankfully, we're under
Let's see. Oh, make sure you like, share, subscribe, Moonies. Woo!
Only Ginger G has those answers about what's in store for Pride across America. Hey there, Ginger.
Hey, Eva, Gio, everybody in New York. Yes, if you look east, and I know because of the tall buildings, you wouldn't be able to see it. There's a thunderstorm about 3 miles east of you, just over Brooklyn. So yes, it's going to be a little dicey on your end. But here in Chicago, we had the storm.
Good, let it rain.
So let's go ahead and dive into what the forecast looks like. There will be scattered storms. If any parade has a shot at getting a storm, it's you all in New York. The temperature going to be in the mid to upper 80s here, so we're steamy. And I mean, I look at people right now; they're already fanning themselves on sides of the street, and this parade's not even close to started. So it's going to be a long 12 hours or so. I know the Chicago and of course the New York parade go long. And then in San Francisco, the most temperate by far. They've had such a cool spring and early summer. The temperatures sticking in the low 60s, and they'll stay dry for most of it with a mix of sun and clouds, but mostly cloudy skies overall. So here we're going to just be taking it all in. Hey everybody, hydrate. So somebody heard me. I'm not even joking. Hydration's going to be key. And then you all, I'll be watching that radar closely, and I'll keep you informed as to what happens in New York.
Whatever.
Ginger, thank you so much. We're helping to win, right?
Yes, Ginger's being the mama, making sure everyone's standing.
I love it.
You know what, YouTube? The weather is not going to stop the queer community. Nothing will stop.
I just saw the gay, the gay kite parade, alright?
From America's number one news source comes the all-new ABC News app. Breaking news, incredible video, faster, smarter, and it can customize for you and your interests. If you love being in the know, you're gonna love this.
I feel so freeing being on Kick. But whatever. I don't have that many followers on Twitch, so I can say whatever I want, nigga.
You never know what you're gonna get on the show. That's all I'm gonna say.
Woo!
Is this mic on? Can you hear me out there?
Behind the scenes is always a better show.
Absolutely.
That's what people don't see during the commercial break.
Right. They don't.
What happened?
I had no idea really what I was getting myself into. That day that we walked
Jeez.
out, I treasured that day. I couldn't sit there.
You're doing good, Joy. You're doing good.
Oh yeah, babe.
What kind of live stream has so many commercials? But then again, so many live normie shows always have commercials in between just to pad it out. It's so gay. So retarded.
It was crazy.
Behind the table. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm a fudge.
And like we're also all close, so just really getting to know each other and also like helping to mold the stories a little bit more by getting non-binary writers as well and curating diverse writers behind the scenes to just see what we like also and how we feel about certain things to just make sure the characters.
Look, non-binary is just being bisexual of the 90s, alright? Women just say that to be unique and maybe to unfeminize themselves after getting raped in Hollywood. You know how rape victims tend to uglify themselves after getting assaulted. That way they won't get attacked. Maybe non-binary people are just calling themselves that because they were assaulted as children or something or whatever. Or the more logical example is, we all know you just feel like an awkward in your gender because most teenagers were awkward in their bodies, and now you're gonna latch on to some fake identity for some clout. And just because you don't match the stereotypical gender behaviors, that doesn't mean you can deny your physical being. You can't deny your sex. And fuck you, John Money, for creating the word gender. I advise you to look up David Raymer. He was a victim of John Money, and look up Alfred Kinsley. His whole society was built upon molesting various babies for the sake of science. You wanna trust the science, guys? You wanna trust the science, guys? Just ignore the pedophile Alfred Kinsley. Oy vey. Woo! Let's continue with the Chimo parade, alright?
Where super authentic, especially for a trans character.
When did you personally start to feel the power in your voice, to be able to go from identifying who you are to where you are today in pop culture?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Why bother? Your skeleton is going to be identified as male 100 years from now.
Your personal journey, going from somewhat voiceless to having this platform and being able to speak for so many.
It's really good. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, like 15, 16 years. So to continue to be on this journey and to help people along the way, it feels special. I get to continue to find new ways to express my art and to help open doors for people and to help the community feel more.
Still sound like a gay guy.
Well,
seriously, maybe I'm just weird, but most trannies sound like, well, flaming gay guys. Hell, that includes your trad tranny waifu Blair White. You can't fool me, Blair. As an artist, I can tell anatomical differences. As a matter of fact, straight guys need to start drawing anatomy. That way you can notice the observable differences between men and women. Really.
Well, we're on a strike right now, writer strike, so pay writers. It's really important to pay writers. But, you know, I have some things I'm working on right now, and also just being out here for Pride, and I'm going to Essence Fest this weekend for our channel, so I'm excited. It's my first time going to Essence Fest, so I'm really excited to just keep going with the flow. I like to just go with the flow. It's year-round.
And welcome back here. We're going to take you live to the New York that is just getting started here. 3 minutes of fun, but it's really well underway here.
Yeah, we're in the preview.
Oh my goodness. I mean, so many people are coming.
I don't know why, but looking at black women who shave their head bald is really pretty funny, but I digress. Oh, and here's the Flatiron Building. Wait, hold on. Flatiron Building is... what? Wait, it just size. It's right over here somewhere. Oh wait, it's right over here. Yeah.
Around. It's just so interesting to see how people dress up for this. They really go all.
I know. I think I should have worn heels.
And here you can see Central Park, where so many people get raped and murdered, well, almost weekly.
Hills out there and I'm blown away. I'm like, are you going far in those hills?
They're walking the parade, and it's like that's a commitment.
It really is. You've been in awe the entire time.
Yes.
Murray, you're excited watching this.
I'm excited because, you know, the politicians.
Alright, sus.
Incredible video. Fast.
Whatever, Mary J. wannabe. I don't care. Okay, so here's the route. It doesn't take that long to walk from here to here. Like Google Maps say it would take like 10 minutes tops. Granted, it would take 10 minutes if you're not a fatty, but considering this is Burgerland, okay, the point is this whole thing shouldn't be 5 fucking hours. Like, come on.
Which gave birth to this annual march the following year. I will be rolling and rocking and rolling.
And we will be in the parade in spirit with you in the march. One of today's Grand Marshal.
The only good thing about Chelsea and Manhattan is the Ghostbuster headquarters. I saw it with my own eyes. It was pretty cool. And that's it.
Randy Wicker was there and witnessed the infamous Stonewall riots. Randy is known for his involvement in the early gay liberation movement and possesses a veritable encyclopedia of knowledge from the early years of LGBTQIA+ activism. We caught up with Randy
oh boy. Look at Mulatto Queen Latifah here.
Randolph Hayden Wicker, but people call me Randy Wicker, and I am Grand Marshal of 2023 Pride. I'm so proud of that honor. I am a proud 85-year-old activist who's been active in the gay movement for 65 years, and I'm not finished yet. In 1969, all the riots in Stonewall got people really mad, and a lot of people, hippies from New York, angry about Stonewall, came down there on July the 4th. They said,
damn, he looks like he's raped a few kids.
We got together, and we were marching out. And so I looked back, and as far as I could see, we had thousands of and these join us.
How did this gay wigger survive the AIDS epidemic? Really?
I am so excited for the march. We're not going to fall for the intimidation that they pulled. We are peaceful people. I believe in the methods of Martin Luther King, and that's what we copied in the gay movement. We don't progress in this society through violence. We progress to becoming part of the political system, registering and vote, and we're going to succeed in that.
Then how to explain the domestic violence in the gay community, especially among dykes?
Fabulous, Randy. I spent some time with him a few weeks ago. His passion is effusive. Such a committed spirit to this movement. Randy began as an activist back in 1958, 11 years before Stonewall uprising. And like he said himself, he is still going strong.
Yes, and he has seen it all and then some. And all of today's Grand Marshals, believe me, are amazing activists for the community. Hope Giselle, Yasmin,
yeah, jeez.
And Remy, Emmy, and of course, Tony Award-winning actor, singer, and writer Billy Porter. I'm going to hear from all of them in this moment.
But boy, when you see
Who?
the story, you want to kick off those platforms and jump.
Like, I don't know who Billy Porter is, and I don't really care.
The 53rd annual New York City Pride March continues right here.
I think some buildings, including mine. No, I can't hear anything.
And we are here, the New York City Pride March well underway, right behind us. Murray, you have been so excited because you have seen so many friends.
I've seen friends, and it's always a great time when you see the dykes on bikes driving through. There's some old school members from the queer community.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care, you gay midget thumb.
We're almost time to get our gay on.
This little thumb people, thumb person, and a Taylor Lautner wannabe, whatever. Is it me or celebrities trying to look alike? Like, earlier I made the Mary J. Blige wannabe comment, and this guy over here kind of looks like Taylor Lautner from Twilight. And this is just a human thumb. Or Pat from SNL.
Continues right after the break.
Whatever.
Often on Dr. King's side, was denied his rightful place in history because he was openly gay. No medal can change that, but today we honor
by Rustin's memory by taking our place in his march towards true equality, no matter who we are or who we love.
Obama, you're only doing this because that's a gay nigga, alright? You're gay and so is your wife. Or should I say husband, Michael. Whatever.
Other is what Pride means to me, and all the beautiful, colorful people out there.
Welcome back to ABC News Live's Pride Across America Extravaganza. The 2023 New York City Pride March is underway. I just saw Billy Porter go by.
Just went by, and you've been hearing his song.
Whatever.
Amazing song. You're having a good time, right?
It's like a queer Super Bowl. It's amazing. Like a halftime. The whole parade is a halftime show.
That's so amazing.
We're on the same team.
Ah, jeez, this is so gay. Well, pretty retarded. Might as well say that.
Weather's held up for us. Thank you, Sam.
Don't, because we may have some storms this afternoon, so we're just kind of all holding together, right?
It's wonderful. It's a great day for us here.
I know what? People should start saying, that's so chimo. Yeah, we should make it work. Working into the vernacular.
I'm so excited to just really have all the community out and proud.
And Sandra, we see this event today, but it's a massive undertaking. You'll probably start planning for Pride next year tomorrow.
Oh, I'm on 2025.
Oh, there you go. What does it take to put this? Give people an idea of all the moving parts.
Well, I think what people, I'd like people to remember most is that
people are starting to, people are getting annoyed over the Pride movement. Before you know it, it might be gone for all we know. Who knows?
My friends talking about Sandra this year, like I don't even remember times in the 80s. Our community's been under attack. And so how has that kind of set up this year's Pride, for Heritage Pride? How have you guys taken what's going on and turned it into today?
Well, I think for us this is an opportunity not only to celebrate, but really talk to our allies and the community at large about the issues.
Even the floats look retarded. I mean, there's not much decoration to it anyway. But then again, you can't exactly decorate with so many land wells.
And the march is just now kicking off, so we've already seen an explosion of energy. How does it feel different this year than maybe previous years?
You know, I think people know that a lot more is on stage.
Man, this rainbow's fucking ugly. Adding brown to it. Okay, so we have two shades of brown, which is repetitive, plus the blue and the white, and the pink, which are the tranny colors. I mean, this whole flag just looks fucking gay. I mean, fucking chimo.
Educate as many people as we can, as well as advocate for the community. And just say, hey, now we can celebrate.
I should make that into a phrase. That's so chimo.
I heard someone say earlier today, Sam. Someone said, you know, there's been some vandalism of some of the Pride flags at Snap. They said, you take down one, we'll put up 5. We'll replace it.
That's exactly right. We're not going anywhere.
Right. I love having you here to kick us off.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
We love you right back.
Thank you.
Today's
blah, blah,
Pride March is
blah.
a culmination of thousands of Pride celebrations nationwide, and many here in New York City hosted by Heritage Pride. Now, one of them was the rally on Christopher Street near that Stonewall Inn that we've been talking about, the birthplace of the Pride movement in 1969. It sparked the first Pride March in 1970. This year's rally continued on the spirits of the march's beginning with inspiration and positive vibes about our future.
Oh boy.
The Pride Rally is really a time for us to come together to put
Oh boy.
first, to prioritize our marginalized siblings, trans folk. We have to be out here on the front lines. We have a lot of stuff going on today. We're going to hear choir sing. We're going to hear amazing speeches. We have performances. But above all, you're going to see the love from our community come together and produce an amazing Pride Rally today. I'm so excited. We just want to support each other. We want to be there for each other.
Yes.
To make sure that we are seen and we are heard and we are protected. We are in the era of the rebellion, right? Pride started off as a riot. It has
A
become
product of no father homes. Really. Ew.
to make sure that we are protecting our own.
Ew, it's like tranny little mermaid over here.
With anti-trans legislation, with hate, with backlash, with a lot of misinformation. We have to stand strong with our advocates and our allies. We need to elevate the people that are in our community. We are capable, we are talented, and we are just as viable in our communities as anyone else. Reach out.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to fast forward.
Are protecting our own, making sure that we are electing politicians that genuinely care about us. We're always being inundated with anti-trans legislation, with hate, with backlash, with a lot of misinformation. We have to stand strong with our advocates and our allies.
Don't care.
That are in our community. We are capable,
Do I need to
we are
fast
talented, and
forward
we are just as
anyway? Literal Sodom and Gommorah. And back to you, Tom. I'm past Sajak. Who the hell is past Sajak anyway? Well, space is faking gay anyway.
And liftoff of STS-7 and America's first woman astronaut.
Space is faking gay. Nobody went to the moon. It's all a lie. Huge psyop. NASA is Hebrew for deceive. Really makes us think. Shut up, you kike program.
It's important to come here and it's important to be here because for a lot of people this is the first time they get to express themselves,
Ooh. How many people are gonna get sat here? Did somebody do it?
Let loose and be themselves. And unfortunately, there still are some areas and some places, even Chicago, where people feel
For all my Chicago bros, what do you think?
You talk to people on the street, I know you interview a lot of people. You ask them about what's it like to finally be yourself. And you get a lot of great responses from people because this is life-changing for some of them.
Right. I mean, I've had some people that were actually, close to tears. You see 2 lesbian women and their children here at the Pride Parade, and they said, we aren't really able to do this where we're from, and we come here and we're happy and we're safe. And so, yeah, you do see that, and you see a lot of people too, a lot of transgender teenagers. They're here, and they are just so happy to just kind of be free and feel good and just kind of feel that love.
And to celebrate who they are.
Oh.
Okay, it looks like we lost our friends there, Ginger and Alex. Hey, it's live
Oh,
television.
whatever.
And that's why Chicago's not the best rock.
Oh, stop it! It starts in less than half an hour there in Chicago, and you will be able to see it right here on ABC News Live. Jason Knowles, phenomenal reporter there at WLS. And I think we got that signal back, Ginger and Alex. You want to finish off real quick?
Hey, Elsie, I heard you. That's not true. Chicago is the best pride. Come on.
I'm really glad you're with us.
Rating and stuff, but I think the biggest thing for the drag queens especially is that they are here to represent. And representation is showing up, being who you are, and just being unabashed about it. So
Tony looks like a groomer,
we're waving the flag,
but I digress.
We're showing everybody that we're happy, a positive, fun community, and most of us are good looking.
Especially you. You know, we often call this, we call this either a parade or a march, but really this is a march, right? And that is the point, is to honor the history of where we have.
Hey,
That's it. That's it.
Rating and stuff, but I think the biggest thing for the drag queens especially is that they are here to represent. And representation is showing up, being who you are, and just being unabashed about it. So I think that's a real important thing that we're seeing today. It's like we're waving the flag, but we are taking up space. We're showing everybody that we're happy, a positive,
Whatever,
fun community,
nigga.
and most of us are good looking.
Especially you. You know, we often call this, we call this either a parade or a march, but really this is a march, right? And that is the point, is to honor the history of where we have come here in this country and where these
You have no history. Well, except for bringing in AIDS. And high amounts of domestic violence in the dyke community.
It's great to have fun, get dressed and have a look and all that good stuff, but never forget how to start it and why.
I can't stop spilling all these red pills. It's the total truth. How can I not say the truth? Never be afraid of telling the truth, chat. For real.
Let's also talk about who else is on the parade right now. So after the Girl Scouts and Hedwig Martin, I think we've got Glitz, Inc., Gays and Lesbians Living in a Transgender Society, Inc., founded in 2015, and created community housing in Queens.
I never had Girl Scout cookies, but I don't really care. It's all goy slop anyway. It's just getting boring. No, more fatties.
So many people who work all year, but we celebrate.
And Jonathan, we touched on this earlier, which is the theme of this year's march, which is incredible.
And here's the Mary J. Blige imposter, or should I say clone?
Solidarity is so important because we have to realize that when oppression is coming our way, that tide is going to hit your feet soon. So you need
to the Alexis Project. And if you're someone who is able to support their important work, please consider donating. Thank you so much, and happy Pride.
Honestly, it's so wonderful just to see.
Wait.
An LGBTQ plus community every day. The Alexis Project is committed to normalizing health and mental health support for all LGBTQ plus patients.
Alexis
Project to
Project.
improve access and services for all people without prejudice. Queer youth can find safety at the Alexis Project with specialized medical and mental health staff. If you are a teen or a young adult that identifies as part of the LGBTQ plus community and are a victim of violence or in need of health care, please reach out to the Alexis Project.
Why don't they identify the violence between gay couples, which is way higher than straight couples? It's all in the statistics, folks. Jeez, my voice. It's all in the statistics, folks. Jeez, what is up with my voice? Damn.
Project. And if you're someone who is able to support their important work, please consider donating. Thank you so much, and happy Pride.
No, thank you.
Honestly, it's so wonderful just to see. It's so busy.
so busy. I mean, I was just here last night playing Roxy on Broadway.
Yes, you were. And I applaud that because you.
Oh boy.
It was just such a big experience, and to see James Monsoon come back behind that and continue to knock that door down. I'm so proud of our community.
This guy needs to, start working out. I mean, I can already see his man boobs or whatever.
Anniversary of some of our vital organizations. So let's say hello and thank them. PPLAC is the first and largest organization dedicated to supporting LGBTQ plus families and their people. Lambda Legal, which supports LGBTQ plus families and people living with HIV through education and public policy work. CBST, I got a lot of letters, people, so forgive me here. Is a progressive voice within Judaism that welcomes all of those in the LGBTQIA, when I slow down, I get it right, plus community, and champions of Judaism that rejoices in diversity. And ladies and gentlemen, that's where I want to be. And the National LGBTQ Task Force. I love these folks, which advance freedom, justice, and equality for all.
This is so chimo.
What will be on your mind as you're heading down Fifth Avenue?
I have got my children with me, and they are with me, and young people across the country who are being bold every day, living their truths, protecting
And
their
totally
friends,
not being
proud of their
groomed.
queer parents. That is what I'm going to be thinking about. All of the young people who are going to be out here today, all of the ones that can't but are with us in spirit.
Because that's the thing. We look along the march route, we see everybody out there, but there's so many people here in our area, but around the country that watch this, that can't come out in their towns and their cities, right?
Yeah.
So we're out there, the world is looking at us.
That's right, and we are inspiring them. We are inspiring young people.
You need to remind yourself, people, if being gay, trans, or bi is normal, there wouldn't be any need for propaganda. The same goes for miscegenation. Just saying. A wise person once told me, if the situation was hopeless, if society truly was in despair, then the propaganda would be unnecessary. If it's so natural to race mix or engage in non-straight relations, then why do we need propaganda? Especially so-called representation.
And elders across the country to do what they can, when they can, where they can. And so it feels great to be part of this.
Jeez.
Here, will you do the honors? We want to do our cannonball graffiti rainbow fabulousness.
Absolutely.
Okay, here you go. Lots of muscle.
I got so excited. Okay.
Blah, blah,
Oh God, am I
blah.
strong enough for this? No, I'm not. Oh my God.
I love every second of that. Angelica,
Ew.
today, and we're of course spotlighting organizations who are making a difference every single day in the New York community, including.
Ew, the fag parade. Oh, I'm sorry. Damn it.
When they announced your name, did you just lose your mind?
I did, just a little bit, but the first thing I did was kiss my mother. She was my date for the Tonys.
Oh, wait.
To keep our chins up, stay positive, and keep on.
Damn it.
Well, I think the first thing we have to do is we have to have the
damn
reason
it.
we are feeling this kind of attack is because of how much progress that we've made, and so that I think is really key. And so we just have to keep fighting.
Hey, chat. I need to go get something to drink. I'll be right back in the next minute. Please be patient. We're gonna take a short intermission, alright? Woo! Alright folks, we're back. I need to get something to drink. Something about streaming just kind of dries up my voice. Oh.
We have to keep showing up in our.
Let's continue with the degeneracy.
And we've got to continue to put pressure on our federal legislators to pass federal non-discrimination. The Equality Act just was introduced again this year, and there's no reason we shouldn't be able to get it done.
Do you think that is one of the key things and will be a pivotal moment?
Absolutely. The reality is we've made a lot of progress over the last 5 decades, but still today, the amount of discrimination that is happening across the country is palpable. And passing a non-discrimination policy, a federal one, can actually stem the tide.
And right now, the tide heading into the election.
Exactly.
What are we? I mean, this is any time is important and vital, but with the presidential election around the corner,
oh boy,
what do you think is kind of a strategy?
I think the time is now to lean into it.
Even though voting is gay, I'm gonna vote for, well, it's either DeSantis or Trump.
And I think that's the winning strategy.
It's fuck you, Burgerland.
What will be on your mind as you're heading down Fifth Avenue?
I have got my children with me, and they are with me, and young people across the country who are being bold every day, living their truths, protecting their friends.
They're being groomed.
That is what I'm gonna be thinking about. All of the young people who are gonna be out here today, all of the ones that can't but are with us in spirit.
Because that's the thing. We look along the march route, we see everybody out there, but
blah,
there's so many people here in
blah.
our area, but around the country that watch this, that can't come out in their towns and their cities, right?
Yeah.
So we're out there, the world is looking at us.
That's right, and we are inspiring them. We are inspiring young people and elders across the country to do what.
Hello, new viewer. What's up?
So it feels great to be a part of this in 2023.
Okay, Kara, will you do the honors? We want to do our cannonball graffiti rainbow fabulousness.
Absolutely.
Okay, here you go. Lots of muscle.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. Oh God, am I strong enough for this?
You got it.
No, I'm not. Oh my God.
Happy Pride!
I love every second of that. Angelica, there's so many reasons for us being here today, and we're, of course, spotlighting the organization who are making a difference every single day in the New York community, including the California Center. Their mission is to protect LGBTQ youth from the trauma of family rejection and the harms of homelessness. So
Ew. Ew, all the fags in their gimp outfits.
To this organization to help them continue their work.
Oh, yes. And, you know, I mean, first of all, that's such a great organization. I helped with one of their fundraisers a few years ago. My friend Isis King as well. They help so many of our community.
Yeah, they really do. And there's so many more people to highlight, so you guys just kind of snuggle up on the couch together, and, you know, we're right here to snuggle with you. We'll be right back.
Ew.
And you know, we almost missed our cue because we have just been standing and looking back and turned around and looking at all of the amazing folks coming through here. Sage just came through here, which is an organization specifically for LGBTQ elderly folks. One of your favorite organizations.
It is. And did you see what was on the bus? It said, "We refuse to be invisible." And I think that's what's great about this broadcast is that everyone all over the country can see themselves represented. We're not invisible. We're here.
You want to be invisible, but you won't admit your domestic violence rates or your pedophilia rate.
And you're not alone.
And it was so powerful to see them out there in wheelchairs, still in the parade, still in this march, knowing that so many years, what they've gone through throughout the years here, and they're still, no matter.
I don't care.
This is ABC News Live.
Nobody cares about women's basketball. Seriously. In the words of Don Imus, just a bunch of nappy-headed hoes.
Anytime, anywhere, streaming 24/7 straight to you for free.
Thank you for making ABC News Live America's #1 streaming news.
Bring them on. If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. A place that's spectacular as well. Me. I think we might know a place, right guys? Bring your friends. Oh, hey, there is. Good morning, America. GMA, 7A, every day. Boom.
Oh, this is so gay.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning, America. How are you?
Boom. Themselves. And I see it every night, 8 times a week, people at the stage door are like, thank you for showing me that anything's possible. They're trans kids and trans artists who are like, I've never been so validated by a character, and that's why I do what I do. To be a part of my ministry and walking in my instinct and purpose.
That made Pride this year a little extra special for you?
You want representation because you're a broken man. A broken man who probably had no father.
And we know you've also lent your voice to a special project that's honoring the history of the Stonewall riots. Why is that so important to you?
Because history, we have to know where we come from in order.
Damn. Being a black kid must suck if you're living in the West. I mean, you really have no positive masculine role models. I don't know, maybe if you're a black boy, you used to look up to Idris Elba at the very least. Or how about Pastor Manning? Yeah, look up Pastor Manning. He has his own church in Harlem and he's very based. So look him up. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all niggas are crazy.
Know where we're headed. We've done a lot in the world for Pride and for LGBTQIA+ community, but we've still got so far to go, and so we've got to use our voice and our platform to make a difference every single day.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Jay, not only do you use your platform, you are also the best tap dancer I have. You're the best non-binary tap dancer in the entire world. You've got to see some of their, I mean, it's like, you're inspired.
Listen, some like it hot, that ain't bad, all right?
Oh. Message for those little kids out there that they don't feel comfortable yet, they're sorting it out.
Julie, you have to do what makes sense to you. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. You got to do what aligns with your spirit, what brings you joy, and go out in the world and live.
Yeah, I don't care.
Important people. What we know now.
Guard and reserves.
This had more than 250,000 members. It's open to anyone who is currently serving or who has honorably served in the U.S. Armed Forces from World War II.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
Behind the table. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
With so much.
More stupid ads. Jeez.
We may celebrate Pride in June, but the spirit of pride and commitment to important work lives year-round here at Chicago Center on Halsted, the biggest LGBTQIA community center in the Midwest. We are your center! More than 1,000 people a day pass through these doors for unique service.
I can totally sense there's gonna be a very, very huge pushback against this, you know? Just saying. Society tends to sway one way or another. Frankly, we need a Christian nationalist revival. But hey, that's just me. You know? And you know what? July should be American Pride Month. Traditionalist American Pride Month, if you know what I mean.
Services and resources that in many cases save lives. From a variety of support groups like families with trans and non-binary or bisexual loved ones, to youth sports, resources for LGBTQ seniors, to resume building, and even a free 7-week culinary arts class for those looking to gain competitive skills and land a job.
People have talked about how this class has just made them a better person in a lot of different ways, more than just cooking skills.
Chef Jenny Urban takes a hands-on approach with her students. They spend hours fine-tuning and mastering the tricks of the trade in this state-of-the-art commercial kitchen. And that's just the beginning. Chef Urban says
all between ketamine parties and molesting little kids through sex trafficking.
Many here, this is the first time they could be their true, authentic selves.
Kitchen culture university is a way to express who you are. Our students deserve to show up in that kitchen being who they are too. You don't want that in your class. You just want to work.
For many students, the kitchen skills learned here will translate to every aspect of their life.
Part of what we're doing in this training program is helping our students advocate for themselves. Go, Devin. When they face these challenging moments as a career person in the workforce, we want them to understand their own worth.
I don't care, Dyke.
For their own careers and growth.
There's just so much fear.
Sharing his own challenging experience is what motivated Scott Takas, with help from the center, to create the support group Gay Fathers of Greater Chicago for gay dads who left their traditional marriages and came out later in life, as he, a father of 3, once did himself.
Some people that may have even reached a point where maybe they come out to their wives and we're trying to figure out what to do next. You know, they have kids. How's that going to impact the family?
It's a nerve.
Look, dude, just because you were molested as a kid, or maybe your wife was a total cunt, that's no excuse to start licking buttholes. All right, dude. Or maybe you just watched too much porn and that's what turned you into a faggot. You're seriously abusing your sons. Seriously.
Racking life-altering experience for some, he says, who can be shunned and left feeling like unfit parents.
Some, like myself, didn't have gay friends. So when they began to question their identity, they didn't have anyone to talk to. And there's a lot of fear that comes with that.
His group, now in its 8th year of supporting and helping gay dads find courage when they need it most.
And that's what people really need. They need to understand that it's not the end of the world, that it's important to be who your true self is, and that your kids will love you, and your family will love you.
The center also helps connect people to therapy, substance abuse, HIV, and other medical treatments, and helps young adults who have been abandoned because they are LGBTQ.
Well, there are young people out there who come out to their family or parents or express who they are, and then they end up on the street. Unfortunately, it's very common.
Luke Romsberg runs the youth housing program. With anti-LGBTQ legislation being passed in states across the country, he's seen an increase in the number of young people struggling to have a roof over their heads coming here for help.
And most of those gay kids turn out to be furries.
Besides a home, they help people get back in school, find training, and apply for jobs.
Or pedophilic adjacent.
Shine a light on the work at the center on Halstead.
Really?
Their year-round mission is more important than ever.
They feel like the entire world is against them sometimes, and they look at center sometimes like a beacon of a place where they can be safe. Amazing work they're doing at the center on Halstead there, Ginger. To say that they're saving lives would not be an overstatement. They really are, and I'm sorry to showcase some of the work they're doing there.
Having lived here and not knowing much, I kind of knew maybe about it.
All right, let's move on.
That's what I love about Mr. OG. Now, you bring a lot of activism and anger and truth telling to the young kids. Are you inspired by the younger generation? I have to say that Gen Z has been inspired.
Now this is just blasphemous.
Okay, they need to shut up and listen once in a while. You know what I mean? They don't know everything, but I go.
Seriously, all these white dykes all look the same. Just a crew cut, t-shirt, and glasses, and they're all fat and ugly. But it's like, how'd I put this? It's like that old Wyatt Man comic. What's the difference between a lesbian and a hippo? 20 pounds in a flannel shirt.
Like everything around 24 too, you know what I mean? So they are out there. They're screaming. But we got to a place I felt where we got kind of milquetoast in our pride. We got milquetoast in our rally here on the parade. It was all like middle class mainstream, assimilationists that were going, we're just like everyone else, And then the 8.5-foot tall drag queen walks by, wearing 6-foot platform heels and opens her butterfly wings. We're not like everyone else. We should celebrate that at Queer Pride. And we have returned to that. Activism is in the forefront now because as they that's my float. Is this your float? My float. God's love we deliver. That's my float. I'm the pride ambassador for God's love we deliver, and they're going on right now.
And it's so basic. Like, really?
Yeah, Michelle, isn't she hilarious? The best. We feed people who need to be fed in New York City.
Light is right there everywhere.
From the scene of that deadly missile strike in Dnipro, Ukraine.
I don't care about your propaganda.
Christian Cordero, join us now. How's it
And
going,
fuck California too.
Let's just get underway here. It's pretty extraordinary and loud. The crowds are out.
Seriously. All these liberal kike cities all look the same either. Another reason not to visit California. Cease.
When the Ruby Fruit started pouring wine in February, it helped end a 5-year drought of lesbian bars in Los Angeles.
People who literally grabbed me by the shoulders and with tears in their eyes thanked me because they never could envision having a space like this.
It's obvious you're being harassed by trannies, but you liberal white dykes voted for this.
Emily Belligas and Mara Herb-Hersman used to work in this space's previous restaurant. It's where they discussed opening a bar for queer women somewhere, someday. And just like that, the Ruby Fruit becomes a new piece of the city's history. According to the documentary short and campaign The Lesbian Bar Project, there are just 27 lesbian bars nationwide. In the hills of San Francisco's Bernal Heights neighborhood, owner Billy Hayes runs the Wild Side West, treasured local bar with a long history of resistance.
It's a refuge for anybody. I mean, it's called a lesbian bar, but it's more everybody's welcome here.
It has been that way since 1962, when Pat Ramsire and Nancy White first opened its doors.
They went against all odds to open up a bar that was woman-owned, and back in the 60s, women could own bars that they couldn't serve, so they finally got to serve.
Their friendship lasted through the rest of Pat and Nancy's lives. Billy learned she would take over the bar when Nancy died. It was in her will. In the 15 years since, the art on the walls has accumulated, but much of the Wild Side West has intentionally stayed the same.
I don't care.
Back in the day, they were all really community. Now you have people come in that sometimes.
Okay, maybe I have to do more research into this, but I noticed how when homosexuality was removed from the DSM back around 1974, which was a few years after the Stonewall riots of 1969. For anyone who lives outside of Burgerland, the DSM is the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. Basically the handy book for all psychologists and psychiatrists. Now here's the thing. From what I know now, I may have to do some research later. The way I see it, they didn't remove homosexuality because of any new studies that demonstrated it was normal. They probably did it out of social pressure. After all, let's face it, the leftist society is run by Saul Alinsky's principles. And what better way to normalize a degenerate lifestyle than to give it power? And taking homosexuality out of the DSM is one way to normalize it and corrupt society. You can normalize it all you want, but you still have the STD rates, the domestic violence, the early deaths. And let's just say gay guys are more likely to wear diapers. Look up gay bowel syndrome. That's never gonna go away. All the gay straight alliances and normalization isn't gonna make gay bowel syndrome go away, folks. Really, niggas. Oh my fudge. Oh my fudge. Oh jeez. Guys, if you hear any ghetto crackhead nonsense, that's from my crackhead neighbors. So please donate and help us move out. I don't want to live next to Tyrone and LaQuise anymore. Or better yet, watch our content and like it, please. Really.
Doesn't understand the history.
Oh, jeez.
Like, hey, you know, it's just a legacy. This is a historical bar.
With a new wave of anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric and legislation nationwide comes a demand for strengthening community. Just 2.5 miles west of the Ruby Fruit is Honey's at Starlove in Hollywood. It is
I don't care.
Ruby Fruit's dinner date, a natural progression.
And you can hear it. You can hear it. People are like, yes, exactly. People are literally going from here to there. That's great.
Honey's is operating out of a remodeled bar and event space. It's how Kate Greenberg stumbled upon it, with the thought of opening a bar for queer and trans women in the back of her mind.
I think I called Charlie mute. You did. And then I remember the first time I saw Kate was so sure, and I was like, okay, let's see. And I saw the space, and I was like, you nailed it.
They, along with business partner Mo Falk, have put their experience in events and hospitality to use with collaborations, live DJs, and karaoke that started as a one-off.
Now we do it every other week, so I think it's nice that we have that piece of programming that people like really come back for and rally around.
Are we like all singing Bryn Carlisle, or?
You know, there's always, I feel like usually there's like one Bryn Carlisle, you know, maybe one Indigo Girls. Weirdly, a lot of like show.
It's obvious you're just doing this because your boyfriend's abused you, or maybe you had no father in your life, or whatever, dude.
As you ask, the answer's pretty nuanced depending on who you ask, but it seems to come down to a couple of things. One is visibility around lesbians has changed overall. Even for me growing up on television, lesbians were portrayed a very specific way, and there wasn't a huge variety. And so,
nigga, who cares about dykes?
See a little bit more nuanced representation.
Who cares about fags either?
So now you're seeing a little bit more of that where we can occupy spaces. And the other thing too is just gender inequities overall. Women have a harder time accessing capital, convincing people that this is a good idea, but obviously it's doing pretty well.
But they're coming back. Yes. They're coming back. There's 3 in DC. There's a number of
Man, this is so chimo.
All right, thank you so much. It was great reporting, and we're just getting started here in San Francisco, guys. We got bubbles, we got the parade underway, we got a huge crowd, we got the sunshine just came out. It's an awesome day. This is a historic parade, one of the largest in the country. We're going to bring you more coverage from our friends at KGO right now here in San Francisco. Have fun.
We are live
I don't
here.
care.
We are streaming for the rest of the day until the last contingent passes us, and we will be right back.
I don't care. I don't care.
With so much at stake, so much on the line, more Americans turn here than any other newscast. ABC News, World News Tonight with David Muir, America's #1 most watched newscast across all of television. From America's #1 news comes the all-new ABC News app. Breaking news, incredible video, faster, smarter, and customizable to your interests. If you love being in the know, you're gonna love this. Experience the all-new ABC News app. Download it now.
Win them all. If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. A place as spectacular as well. Me. I think we might know a place, right guys? Oh wait, there is. Good morning, America. GMA, 7A, every day. Boom, boom, boom. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Ronnie. Good morning, America. How are you?
Boom.
I don't care.
What's better? Give it to me.
My second time here.
I love the fact that we just got through 2 hours of gay kike degeneracy in just 1 hour. We're pretty awesome, chat. Woohoo! Anyway, let's move on. Oh, is this Jason Blaha?
Pride. I'm actually new to the Bay Area. Yeah, it's what's changed? This just seems to be a bigger crowd this year. We're celebrating.
It's beautiful. Now, you see this whole crew behind me, right? They tell me
don't care.
Wait, no, it's with the fingers. It's the light. Look at the wrist. Excuse me. All right, Franco, you gotta hit the music because we got a routine for you. Hit it, Franco. Let's go.
You guys hear something in my background?
This is the most amazing thing. Let's get into the shoulder action. Okay, okay. Listen, hit it, boom. You better work. Give me arms, Oh, yes. I mean, if I'm seeing this when I'm boarding an Alaska Airlines flight, all I'm saying is, I'm playing.
Looking at this whole group, how many of them are sex offenders? Just like the gay choir of San Francisco. That stupid group that says, we'll convert your children. You know, that gay little song.
We're live here with Executive Director Suzanne Ford of San Francisco Pride. Suzanne, how are you feeling today? I'm elated. Once again, look, we did it. We did it. I mean, the parade just started. How are you feeling? What are your thoughts? What does it mean for you to be here again this year today on Market Street?
It's overwhelming, and it's just my heart's full. And I just want to say, trans rights are human rights, and this is what this year.
You're both AIDS-carrying pedophiles.
And it's put together so well. I mean, we've only had one.
And that's the truth.
We have 200 plus floats here, and the energy.
The energy is overwhelming. Like I say, every year to go down Market Street in front of San Francisco with this much it's just the best.
For those maybe not watching or being here in San Francisco today, but watching from somewhere else, what do you have to say to those people watching now?
I have to say, there's hope. Just like me watching as a little kid in Kentucky, there's hope. If you get to San Francisco, you can find your people, you can be who you are, and you can love who you love.
I love that, Suzanne. It's always a pleasure seeing you. Happy Pride.
Thank you to ABC and everything you do for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't care.
This here is part of the Stonewall Bar. So there are 3 of them, one in each corner and one in the center. And you can tell the prices. Champagne, $1.25. Then there was also another stand that had Pat's Blue Ribbon.
Seriously, it just sounds like a big gay black guy. Really.
Be myself.
Serious.
And a lot more like empathy to people who are different.
And he's dressed up as Pocahontas or something. Seriously. I don't care.
You're like, I'm the original. Let's go right over there. You guys see that we're talking about. I did do the catwalk. I need help. I need help.
You want to do it right now a little bit? Oh.
Let me see if I can still get down. Hold on.
Right, there we go.
All right, Jesus, take the wheel.
What the heck are you doing?
It's the best I can do.
Too much fun out here.
You got 2 thumbs up from your side. All right,
see, there we go. No more shade.
You have anything gay? You have anything gay?
I need someone strong, like, stretch that muscle that way.
If you're going to need anything gay, Brian would be it.
It's a little too wild here, so let's turn it over to our friends.
Those dumb broads are voting for trannies, aren't they?
Take a look at this.
Cease. This is so chimo.
Oh my goodness, you radiate love. Tell me about where you're from. I'm from Norwalk, Connecticut. Welcome. Is this your first Pride Party?
You know, I was thinking maybe I could, okay, for the past couple of weeks, I was thinking of, actually going out there and IRL streaming, but I didn't want to, because considering there's going to be thunderstorms in that area, I didn't want to get struck down by God's lightning of indignant rage. Seriously. Maybe one day someone will do an Allah Akbar with their truck at a fag parade. Who knows? Allah Akbar!
What are you loving about it? I love the love, the people, experience, the vibes, this is everything. Norwalk in the house. Yes. Hello. Look at you.
I don't care. I don't care, mutilated tranny. Jeez. So how are you, Moonies? You feeling okay? I'm alright.
Fabulous. A big thank you to iHeartMedia's Laura Morano, who was on the iHeart Z100 float earlier.
Love it. Okay, now you gotta tell me what's been the highlight so far for you for Pride today.
Well, we're super happy to have such a great turnout. You saw our crew just a couple seconds ago. This is a super nice group of people. Everybody works in the Bay Area, is part of this community, and feels super strongly about zero barriers to inclusion. So this is an important day for all of us.
Beautiful, Augustine. You crushed that. Hit all the points, okay? And there's a whole group of people taking pictures right behind us, and then we have everyone down here. It is a vibe. And they're going to be coming up Market Street, passing you all, so make sure to say hey. Back to you.
She is the parade queen. Oh my goodness.
I'm glad Jobina is a parade.
She is a walking parade, my friend. Okay, coming on. Yo, this is one of my favorite contingents in the parade. It is our friends at Alaska Airlines. I love them so much. Oh, and they're cute too. They're cute. Okay. Non-stop flight with Alaska Airlines. Oh, they got Nikki Jizz. They got Paju as well.
There's Nikki.
Oh wow. What's all this? It's so retarded. And look, another fatty dyke. Well, since fags are more likely to die earlier than straight people, and it's very apropos that we have a group of fags wearing black. Does that mean someone's gonna die here at this parade?
That's what the video was showing us earlier.
We got front row seats too.
Ah, jeez. And another boring float. Well, they're wearing black again. To symbolize that the fag community is filled with death. I advise you to look up bug chasing, really.
Oh, they're so good. Cheer SF is one of my favorite cities. They're here. Yes. I'm not going to Cheer SF. Oh, you're great. Board president, we family member Cheer SF. But this year's Poppy Bush Award.
I don't care.
You're watching SF Pride Parade on ABC7, and we will be right back with Hello Always Nation.
I'm Easy Nash, wishing everybody.
Pride Parade brought to you by ABC7 Chicago.
And here comes the Chicago Pride Guard. The group is an honor guard made up of LGBTQ+ members and allies participating in multiple parades throughout the year, waving those beautiful, colorful.
Of course, a black woman wants to feminize black boys. Just saying.
Beautifully done.
Seriously, the black community has a serious father problem.
Oh my. Here.
Who are we here?
We want to take a moment now to welcome our viewers from around the country. Remember, we're not just being watched here in Chicago. We are being watched across the United States on ABC News Live and Hulu and America. Chicago is thrilled to be with you here today, celebrating the LGBTQ+ community, pride, inclusion, and equality.
Welcome, America, Chicago. We do it right for Pride here.
And we're starting off with diamonds. That's Steve Quick Jewelers, jewelry store in Lincoln Park, featuring designer jewelry and engagement.
All these fags are always doing the same movements. Same look, same movements, acting, swaying around with the fan, like come on. And people think fags are the leading head of all fashion and art, really? Please.
Rings. Certain people at home should be listening.
I think that might have been an inside message.
They are in progress right now. They are educating the young people just this weekend.
Ew.
Jimmy Awards recognize high school talent, high school musical theater kids from.
Ew. Sit. Sorry. Damn it. I skipped it.
Okay, prep delivered. Okay, yes.
Ew. Blech. Gross.
I'm not sure what else to deliver to your door, but as long as they got the right address. Okay. It's Pride. What can I say?
I know.
Recyclops is coming right on.
It is a big Cyclops float that's coming in right now. It is giving Trans-Cyclops.
Recyclops.
This is the SF Public Health, and it's being led by their Recyclops float, supporting trans youth.
Another gay ugly float, really?
Caring patients, staff, and loved ones.
Beautiful.
There's no sense of style or aesthetic to these floats. It's just ugly and flamboyant. And draped in rainbow colors.
Brought to you by ABC7 Chicago.
And here comes the Chicago Pride Guard. The group is an honor guard made up of LGBTQ+ members and allies participating in multiple parades throughout the year, waving those beautiful, colorful.
Look at all of them. Look at all of them. They're all fat, gay, and dysgenic.
Oh, that was a good catch. And that was an even better pickup. Did you see that strike?
Yes.
Was that like pop and lock back?
Nice way to do it. Pop and drop it down. Get frame reference. Oh my. Look at here.
Who are we here?
We want to take a moment now to welcome our viewers from around the country. Remember, we're not just being watched here in Chicago. We are being watched across the United States on ABC News Live and Hulu and America. Chicago is thrilled to be with you here today.
I wouldn't be surprised if ABC was editing out all the live stabbings and shootings that's happening on at this parade right now. Whatever. You fags are all the same. You just sway around with fans and wear rainbow colors all the time.
Sweet intrigue, get that? Forever Candy is a leading distributor of numerous iconic candy and cookie brands. They produce more than 2 million pieces of iconic lemon hand candy every day and more than 140 million bags of famous cookies annually. In 1 year, they produce 38 million nerd roasts. That's enough for every citizen of New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago to have 2 each.
Ooh, wow. Let's start passing them out.
All right, where are they?
I think they're in those bags that they're carrying there.
We need to be out there for that, for sure.
Oh, and we need to try and shout out this float right here, Jose.
Yeah, this is the Center on Halstead, a Disney Spotlight News organization who's making a difference every single day in the Chicago community. Center on Halstead. Their mission is to advance community.
So many molesters all gathered in one place.
To learn how you can help, visit centeronhalstead.org. The Center on Halstead, proud of their legacy of advocacy, support, and educational services, which are the same services that helped form the core of the center's programming way back when.
Jeez.
Wonderful organization, great separate resource for the community.
All their floats are all ugly and rainbow colored. No sense of aesthetics whatsoever.
Center on Halstead. Everything you need is right there.
Just fat, gay, and dysgenic. So chimo.
Broadway in Chicago. Beetlejuice going up in Hades Town in town right now. I see a banner for Hamilton. Hamilton coming back to Chicago this fall. Can't wait for it. And MJ playing here recently as well. I'm ready.
I do work with him every single week, and they not only are talking about the programs and productions.
Ew.
Now, they are educating the young people. Just this weekend, they sponsored the Jimmy Awards, which recognize high school talent, high school musical theater kids from all over the country gathered in New York.
Ew, gross.
And look at these beauties. Asians and Friends Chicago. Asian and Friends Chicago is an official blog that has been supporting gay Asian community since 1984, and they were inducted in the LGBTQ Hall of Fame in 2010. They have more than 250 members. And
Can someone pull a Rakisa right here, right now? Sit.
Of activities, and their mission is to bring gay people together to develop a greater understanding of Asian culture, as well as to help other Asian Americans in the LGBTQ community find space and belonging in Chicago. And one of the groups with them is priDEMONth.
Gay Asians, really? Gay Asians in the LGBTQ community? In most recent years, shouldn't Asians worry about something else? Like getting beat up by a certain group? But I know you lefties won't admit it, because you're all cowards. Let's face it, if you're a gay Asian, it's obvious your relatives just look at you with a shameful display. Very dishonorable. Dishonorable. Dishonorable.
In Chicago, a registered non-for-profit for queer South Asians and their families, friends, allies, and community. Now we have the faith communities coming through.
I see Grace Baptist Church there.
Actually, Chicago Coalition Welcoming Churches, a collaboration of churches and other ministries in the Chicago metropolitan area, which welcome and affirm people of all orientations and gender identities. Their two main goals are to spread the message of LGBTQ inclusion across the Chicago metro area, mindful that a positive message about sexual and family diversity is a gift to all people. And they seek to connect the leaders, the members, and guests of partner churches for fellowship and education, and thus enabling the support and research sharing for the practices of the faithful welcoming churches of all faiths.
It's so beautiful watching them from this vantage point. Every one of those signs being held up represents a different congregation.
Oh, jeez.
You know, to see them all together, and look how far back they stretch.
Exactly.
The message they are sending here is you belong in our faith community.
That's right.
God loves you too.
And they're leading with love. They're here today in full effect. They're a whole family.
They all belong in a camp, and not the summer camp. Maybe a fat camp, and also a Jesus camp, and another camp that starts with an A.
Oh, that's nice, like me in a church. Yeah. You know what reaction would it cause?
They still didn't hit you with a ruler.
No. The nuns are new age, Jose. How fun.
We are glad to be here. The sun is out. We had a little bit of rain in Chicago for a little while, but now it's out. We're looking for that rainbow, but we see it all over the place right now because we are on Montrose and Broadway here in Chicago. 52nd annual Pride Parade, one of the very largest in this country.
A crowd moving again. Ooh, I like that Canadian maple leaf on that one side.
Yes.
I see maybe it's a compatriot.
That was a shout out to you directly, Tanya.
No. Me and all the other Canadians here today.
I love that the rain did not deter this crowd at all. No one left. It's a good metaphor for what it's like living queer. You know, the storms are going to come and go, but we're going to persevere. Look at you.
It's always a rainbow at the end.
Oh my God, the wisdom. Cody Whitman.
JP Morgan Chase Bank coming through right now, earning a perfect 100 on the 2022 Corporate Equality Index, being designated one of the best places to work for LGBT equality.
Really? With all the students in Chicago? Really? Really? The same place where Jesse Smollett did his stick?
Okay, back here in Chicago, and we're heating up on the streets. And I've got a great guest, a community physician, Dr. Maya Green, here, and someone who helps bridge the gap for LGBTQ plus community to find healthcare. You do this here in Chicago. You are representing always, but how does a day like this especially so good for the community feel?
Well, as you know, part of healing is hope, right? So days like this give us hope, strength, resilience. It's beautiful. All love out here. Shout out to New York, but it's all
I don't
love out here.
care.
I'm to be here. Thank you.
Yes, of course. And so I was reading about your mom's, how she raised you and what she told you about Pride. Please tell us what she taught you.
Well, my mom always said, Maya, if you don't celebrate yourself, no one will. And look what has happened. Look at 1969 Stonewall. Since then, we got less than 3% of baby boomers openly identifying.
A group of pedos at Stonewall. That's it.
And then 21% of Gen Z are out loud and proud. And what that shows is representation matters. So the more of us that are.
And Gen Z is suffering from mental disorders and deaths of despair. Like, really. And porn addiction.
There are a couple of us that want to hold us back. And it's because of fear.
He's here in Poland.
At refugee centers. On the ground.
I don't care.
Welcome back to Pride America here on ABC News Live from a beautiful San Francisco. This parade has stepped off for about been going for about an hour now. There is enthusiasm just spilling the streets here in San Francisco. What are some of the things you noticed?
I mean, this is my first San Francisco Pride, and I gotta tell you, they do it big here. This is a blockbuster parade, bigger than anything I've ever seen. I gotta tell you, there's a lot of California Pride here. I mean, this is the state that, of course, was the first to legalize same-sex marriage, ban conversion therapy, the city, the first to elect an openly gay politician.
And here in California, you can spread AIDS to someone without disclosing it. Welcome to Fagland. Oh, and not only that, not only you'll be burning of AIDS, but you also have to deal with the burning wildfires every summer. Literally Sodom and Gommorah. California can go fuck itself. I hope California gets invaded by beaners and wetbacks. Oh, let's not forget Bohemian Grove up in North California. Seriously.
Politician Harvey Milk, of course, you see a lot of that pride in this crowd with these signs. A lot of California love. I'm also struck by the families in this parade, small kids, kids of all ages, and the multicultural diversity that's on display.
And not just from within the LGBTQ plus community, right? But there are straight.
Why do gay dads always molest their adopted sons and always put them in child porn? Just a little tidbit I noticed. Oh, and do you guys remember the monkeypox scandal? Just saying.
Parents who are here with their children to just kind of be part of this cultural event. This year does have that ash of protest restored back into it, unlike certain years past. And when we talk about allyship, that's so important to kind of bridge those gaps and to see each other as humans. But even within the LGBTQ plus community, we've learned a lot about the different life experiences that we each have.
Absolutely. And you talk about allyship. There's a wonderful woman over here holding a big sign that says "Proud Mom of a Gay Son." It's so touching to me to see the parents that are out here expressing support and a lot of support for the trans community this year in light of those laws. So it's a big deal. And let's go to New York with Gio and company. Guys over here in New York City.
Hey guys, oh, it just looks like so much fun out there. Yes. I love the pink dinosaurs.
I know, I love a unicorn and the horror, you know.
And I know you as a dog owner, you were just like really happy to see the puppies. All right, why don't we go to our friends over at ABC 7?
Yes, ABC 7 Bay Area reporter Jabina Fortson is
so lame, another lame float.
Gio and Eva, we're doing a thing out here in San Francisco. I gotta show you, we updated the mic flag because I'm a company girl, okay? We are with the Walt Disney Company contingent. Here we got ABC 7 represented in San Francisco, Lucasfilm, Pixar, you name it. The crowd is out here giving some love all day long. We got everybody, their families. We got the drag queens down the street as well. It's been such an incredible day. And I want to pan around here because we are approaching Market Street. That's where everything goes down here in San Francisco. Check it out, what's happening. We got a whole crew here on this float. Oh, and we got this friend right here. How you doing? Yes, we are live right now on ABC. What is happening to you? Why are you here?
I know what. I need to make a few changes. Oh geez, sorry chat, just hold on, be patient. Alright, let's see. The thing is, the colors look a bit bland. Don't worry chat, be right with you. I know this is random, but it seems like Katy Perry's are reaching her end days, like she's not relevant anymore. Like she was in the 2010s, but hey, that's just me. Maybe she'll live a cushy life after her American Idol judge days or whatever. But we all know she sold her soul to the devil. And there we go. I need to brighten this up. Let's see. Color corrections. Settings only apply to SDR video. There we go. More color. Awesome. Sweet. There you go. See? I have better color coordination than these fags. I made everything brighter. Alright, let's keep this degenerate soul going. Let's roast some more fags. Woo!
It means that everyone is accepted, everyone is included, and that everyone's voices matter. Just because you don't understand it, you don't.
I wonder, do you include your father? Do you know who your father is? Was your father ever good to you?
Believe in it doesn't mean it's not here for us. It's America. Everyone has a place here. So thank you.
Amen. All right. He said that, didn't he? Okay, so we come down this way. We have the bubbles flying. We have the families. It has been so much fun. And the sun is officially out here in San Francisco because in June here, we like to call it June bloom. We had all this fog over the area. It has opened up with all the color, all the...
I don't care. Ew. What?
What's up, guys? This is Casey reporting live from beautiful Tempe, Arizona.
Who?
Before the earthquake in Turkey. There's so much happening.
I swear, Arizona and New Mexico must be hotbeds for human trafficking, considering illegals can just walk right through those two states. You know what I mean? I say. Oh, and guys, I'm gonna create another intermission. I'll be back in a few minutes. Trust me. Yo, Moonies, I'm back. Let's laugh at more fag parade degeneracy. Woo! Seriously?
These days, it's hard to keep up.
Things change hour by hour, minute by minute.
The historic weather that's now unfolding.
The worries on Wall Street.
We're bringing you the right now, but a nationwide teacher shortage.
The right now look.
I don't care. Move on with the kike propaganda.
Years, because we were told by people in the industry that it would ruin my career to be out. And so, yeah, it was really scary, but at the end of the day, I knew that I was making myself and my entire community uncomfortable by trying to make other people comfortable. But at the end of the day, what are we really doing?
It's obvious the kikes in charge just... How'd I put this? I noticed they tend to release more degeneracy as time goes on. I mean, yeah... Maybe being a fag was controversial during the 90s and 2000s, but it was slowly being normalized, thanks to Ellen DeGenerate and, I don't know, Rosie O'Donnell or something, or whatever, fag celebrities, whatever.
And we're not getting to be ourselves.
And have you seen the country music community sort of open its arms and hearts to you? And I'm sure there's still room to grow, of course.
Very much so. I mean, country music is supposed to be 3/4 in the truth, and I'm finally telling mine, and it's been amazing to watch other people get to tell their truth as well.
Oh, he's a country music singer? Oh.
All right, now, first of all, you are best dressed among the five of us.
You guys are crazy. The rainbows. I'm like so jealous. Thank you so much.
I forgot to ask you a question. You know, a lot of us, we read the news and we see what's going on, but we don't live in Tennessee. You live in Tennessee. What's it like on the ground there? How do you stay inspired when it's under fire?
Yeah. Well, with the drag band, they tried, but they lost. It didn't work, so it is unconstitutional, and they ruled it that way. So there was a few months there where it was very scary just to live in that kind of peaceful environment. But there's some.
The government really has no place in marriage. Since the government is amoral and non-religious, it shouldn't say sit on marriage, really. Especially with so many degenerates in politics. I mean, really.
I mean, Nashville, where I live in Tennessee, is so beautiful and full of so much love.
Yes, it is. I love Ash Vegas. I guess that's what you call it. Yes. When you think about the journey that you went through, you just talked about the 5 years in the closet, and now here you are on ABC News.
I don't care. I don't care about this dyke sit. And look at them, more gay fatties. Seriously, they're all fat dysgenic losers. No wonder these fags die early. Not only because they're, well, more likely to spread STDs, but they're all fat. Of course they're gonna die early.
Here comes the party. They can fast feet, man. We're based in Chicago that plays authentic Brazilian dance music. Oh, watch them go. Oh, baby, it's a vibe. The group has been together for more than 25 years and plays a variety of styles.
What?
Popular artistic expression.
Okay, I don't care if this is a part of your culture. If you're gonna dress like you're part of Carnival, then you're gonna need a body for it, alright? You need a body for it, alright? If you wanna look like a peacock ballerina. You know those Carnival outfits you see in Brazil? The fat Western American woman can't pull it off with her weight. You're gonna have to hit the gym if you wanna dress like you're in Carnival.
Brazil. Choose your fighter. I'm the blue. I danced with them on my first pride parades. Out on the street, I was doing Jason Knowles' job. Yes. Oh, Caipirinha. I don't know. I'm just saying. Yes, please. You muddled it to the line. You got it.
I was in heaven.
Little carnival.
Same thing as well too. Like we got a group of performance, like we're gonna see a performance tonight. So just helping it change and grow. And
Ugh. Okay, why does every gay black man, well, they all sound like flamers. And yeah, I'm aware there's the masculine, big bear, gay trope in real life, but still, just a bunch of flamers. With lispy voices, but I digress.
Sean, thank you so much. By the way, can you look at his umbrella? Look at this umbrella, because no one has a better umbrella than Deshaun. I have a blue and white one, for ABC7.
I don't care.
But the rainbow,
There's nothing special. Everyone's just wearing rainbow. It's all so plain and quotidian, and everyone looks the same.
Families here in Poland.
At refugee centers
Russia.
on the ground in Ukraine, close to the front line.
How many more times they're gonna show that? Well, the same ad. Jeez. Stop showing the same ad. Jeez.
Her wife, Fish, I think about them and their little family that lives just down the street here. I'm so proud to be able to be a part of this for my sister, for my countless friends. Brad just walked by, my friend that works at CBS, and it really has given me a lot of full heart for the day to know that we can do this and then talk about how far this community's come, but as an ally, put a spotlight and a highlight on the equality that is not yet there.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure before you leave town to tell you and thank you for being an ally, but not just for being an ally, for being a fierce ally, because allyship means a lot of things, but it's a lot more than just love is love or a slogan or saying you tolerate or you're okay with. It's about standing up and speaking out when it's important. important, and you've done that, and you continue to do that. So I said, I want to give you a hug.
Please
Thank
do.
you.
Thank you. Please do. And you know what? Everybody's everyone's working together, and that's part of the actual love and joy.
Well, all the STDs the gay community has, let's call it for what it is. Cum is cum. There is no love.
We're still going to have a good time. As you make your way out of here, we want to make sure we send all of our streamers over to our friends in San Francisco who are covering the parade there. Let's take a look at what's happening out in California.
Important for people who love the show to remember that this is for entertainment and that we are people on the show. And, just remember, it's easier to love than to be a keyboard warrior.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
The show's been around for a while.
Ew, total molester vibes. Oh wait, are the colors bothering you, chat?
What Drag Race has done for drag and for the queer community in general is huge. I think it's brought our stories into.
Even if drag wasn't a fetish, you're just wearing copious amounts of makeup and, well, over revealing dresses. In all honesty, that just constitutes a superficiality and narcissism. So drag is useless to society. Same goes for beauty pageants for little kids.
To everybody's living rooms and hearts. And that is the real power of not only Drag Race, but of drag, which is that when you're living authentically, you have the power to change people's minds and hearts.
Oh, jeez.
Really
it's already been an hour and a half.
We can see your humanity. Absolutely.
Alright, let's rush this faggotry. Look, Duty Chand. Maybe you were born with masculine features, or maybe you were just a mutilated boy, but being gay doesn't make you a champion, alright? Cease. I mean, really? Is this a real woman? Really? With that face? With that man jaw? Really? Really? Okay, I understand there's women with masculine features, but you can still tell they're women. But with this, that's a dude. That's a man. Man, it's been years since I watched Austin Powers. Sit.
This is ABC News Live.
We're crushing families here in Poland.
At refugee centers.
In Putin's Russia.
On the ground in Ukraine. Close to the front line. From the capital, destructive Cat 4 store.
Along I-5. Boston is in the Moonlight.
ABC News Live, America's #1 streaming news. Anytime, anywhere. Streaming 24/7.
Oh my fudge.
Thank you for making ABC News Live America's #1 streaming news.
Win them all. If only it was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile.
This kike propaganda is so repetitive. Sit.
I think we might know a place, right guys? Oh wait, there is. Good morning, America. GMA, 7A, every day. Boom. 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 Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning, America. How are you?
I wonder, should I make myself a bit brighter? Maybe.
Every piece of energy I had in the music.
If I wasn't a musician, I'd be dead.
This was my best bet to really have an impact. I'll cry.
Let's see.
I could help you. I need help. I still need help.
All right, here we go. Ready? Let's do it.
Yes, it's the show America wants and America needs right now.
This is what will you do?
So what will you be watching Saturday on ABC News Live?
What will you do? I guess I found out.
The What Would You Do Marathon, 2 to 6 Eastern, every Saturday on ABC News Live. The ultimate game of deception.
Right, because cable's running out. That's why I have to go stupid marathons. Seriously, TV's dead. I fuck this degenerate propaganda. Really.
She is that girl. She went out it's giving. Now it's giving It's giving New School Little Mermaid.
Here comes the San Francisco Gay and Lesbian Freedom Band, the official band.
Oh look, it's the Ariana Grande wannabe. Seriously, all these celebrities are starting to look the same. Really. If you're a celebrity and you see someone who dresses exactly like you as a clone and they're trying to make it into fame, then you know that Hollywood's slowly getting rid of you. Just saying. Woo!
I love to see it. Let's take a listen.
Now I don't care.
Mossy's basically in the parade. Right. Oh my goodness.
I don't care.
Those aren't just just for young people.
Okay, we're at 4 hours. I don't care.
#1 streaming news.
I don't care.
Have a platform as big as Grey's, as big as Disney, really supporting the queer community and saying it's okay, especially to parts of the world where
Whenever Lispy Midget.
I would imagine you've heard from people who watch the show and have said thank you for being here.
All the time. And that's one of the best things, the best opportunities that I've been afforded doing this is the amount of people that I get to talk to, the amount of, especially young people who...
Why does this weirdo have Kool-Aid on his lips?
Thinking about this parade and celebration, somebody told me, for every pride, it's someone's first.
Oh yeah.
And you talk about coming out relatively late. What would you say to somebody who's watching this who is struggling with wanting to come out and share that side of themselves publicly?
To be honest, and I say this often, the hardest thing and the biggest thing that you can do is come out to yourself. And sometimes that's enough. You know, we're all on a different path. We all are surrounded by different types of people. And if you're feeling afraid, just I would take solace in the fact that
ooh, we're surrounded by so many different types. I mean, so many butt plugs and sex slaves and children and whatnot.
About, you know, all the things that people were telling me about a queer person was. So I don't think I even have the capacity to know how wonderful it actually would be. And it's really been great.
It's great to see you so happy and it's great to see you on the show. You've been doing a great job. We love the show. And it's on ABC, of course, and streaming on Hulu season 19.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, such great words there from Jake. Thank you to Devin. Thank you, Christiane, for that interview. And we're going to continue this party now from San Francisco.
I don't care, Taylor Lautner.
Along the parade route, Jovina, we saw you
seriously.
your way on the streets. Oh, she was doing it. What's going on now?
I don't care. I don't care.
On ABC News Live.
Gay.
That crowd right now, that's what the employees from Apple, and I think I heard a lot of the dance for there. I think they're trying to own that right now. But as far as the eye can see, you see these Apple employees parading down. This parade here in San Francisco has been just extraordinary today. It is in full swing. I don't even think it's halfway done yet. We've got a lot more for you here on ABC News Live, Pride Across America. We're going to toss back now to our friends here in KTO in San Francisco for the coverage of this parade. No, come on.
This is so gay. So basic.
I used to find it and still find it tricky to talk about, and it relates to this. Your dreams are coming true because I felt like.
You know, Common Filth once speculated on. Damn it! Common Filth once speculated on one of his podcasts that maybe Elliot Page was actually a boy mutilated into a girl, and now he's trying to change back. Considering Elliot Page already had a man's figure, while as Ellen Page. It could be true, and if it is, then hot damn. It just goes to show you really shouldn't get involved with Hollywood. I mean, from the look of it, I mean, Elliot Page is a little castrati, most likely mutilated as a boy, raised as a girl, and this is his own way of trying to revert back into being a man. Never get involved with Hollywood. Seriously.
Complaining at all or feeling bad at all, just so profoundly ungrateful because it's this getting nominated for an Oscar and all those things that how it changes your career. And it's not like someone was like forcing clothing on my physical body, but that is what it felt like, to dress a certain way and be a certain way.
So I put on the dresses and the makeup. I did the photo shoots. I was struggling with depression and having panic attacks so bad I would collapse.
Oh, not only that,
the pain I was in.
I heard Elliot Page got raped in Hollywood.
It's
no surprise.
Assigned a gender at birth based on your genitalia, and that not being the reality of who you are, and the sort of incongruence and
literal broken man
just continues to chip away at you and chip away at you and chip away at you. And I think it especially became complicated as an actor because people would just go, "You're an actor, like just put on the clothes," But needless to say, it was so much more than that. The discomfort, that I felt really took so much of my life away from me. My mental energy, physical energy, joy. That sort of controlled my life, to be honest.
During the beginning of the pandemic, there was time to sit, a moment to think. I had spent years and years figuring out all the tricks to avoid my feelings, to exit my body, numb it out. But now something was simmering, preparing to bubble over. I could feel it.
I was able to finally make the steps and the decision to be myself. And
Elliot, okay, look, I'm sorry if you got raped in Hollywood and mutilated as a kid, but you won't call out your rapist, and you won't call out the corrupts in Hollywood. So fuck you, you keg puppet.
To do what I wanted to do and knew I needed to do to.
I want to make this very clear. If the law officials, FBI, doesn't stop Warren, thousands will die.
Oh, that weirdo Warren Jeffs.
I came out of jail with a plan. I was going to put every piece of energy I had in the music.
Okay, Warren Jeffs was a pedophile who ran his own Mormon-like cult, but the government's not innocent either.
From America's #1 news source comes the all-new ABC News app.
Ugh.
Here we are.
How can you watch this with the same ads? It's so repetitive. Seriously, fuck pedo kikewood. Seriously.
And everyone's happy to be here.
That collective love.
Can we give a shout out to the NBA? Commissioner Adam Silver's here. He's going to be on the float. We've seen what's happening with the Dodgers and Major League Baseball. We've heard the unfortunate news out of the NHL. But it's good to see a sports league like the NBA still says we're here. We're still supporting you. I know Jason Collins, the first openly queer player in the NBA, is on the float as well as referee, the first.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think that's what it's all about, guys. It's about trying.
Look, Mr. Gay Mulatto. I think it's best that you find Christ, alright? I'm sorry your parents race mix and you're racially confused, but being a fag isn't going to solve your problems, alright? I know you don't belong in either racial group of black or white, but it won't help you being a fag either. So find Christ, alright?
And finding a place to be yourself. Guys.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alex. And it is just so cool that we are seeing this all play out in New York, Chicago, and San Francisco.
Wait.
Here as a student, I went to medical school and then filed for asylum to stay.
Mossad Mohammed, coming out here to rape all the goats and the little boys, bringing Bachabazi to the west. Oh look, fellas, is an ISIS a sleeper agent? Can somebody bring this nigga to the Middle East? All right.
And I'm just out to tell a story.
In Arabic, this says
love is not a crime in Arabic.
It's powerful. When we talk about visibility, that is so powerful.
And that's part of the campaign. You know, you identify as the first Qatari person to come out publicly in a country that's denied the existence of LGBTQ people. So powerful. And that slogan is your mission. How are you fighting the criminalization of love?
I'm fighting with visibility because that.
Even though I admire the Middle East for not succumbing to global homo, well, the fact is they're still goat fuckers and inbred losers, inbred suicide bombers. So fuck Allah and fuck Muhammad. Days Vault. The Crusades were a good thing.
That is the thing that they're doing to us. Because when you criminalize a segment of humans, what you do is that you create a black market where a lot of abuse happens. And that's what's happening to a lot of people in so many parts of the world that are suffering in silence. So what I'm doing here is I'm coming out and saying that the irrational criminalization of the sexual and genderly diverse population needs to stop.
Why do gay dads always prostitute their adopted sons? Why do they always rape their sons? Just a pattern I'm noticing, that's all.
Absolutely. And it's like really showing that the diversity
To that point, Natalie, I mean, you know better than most people, as the co-president of Interpride, that this does exist, not just in...
You know, I'm starting to sound like epic sellouts. Check him out on BitSuit. I wonder whatever happened to that guy. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, it exists everywhere. And I think as we talk about criminalization, we also have to talk about the socialization. So it could be legal, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's safe for everybody. We have to have social change and social justice for folks around the world. So when we talk about criminalization, we also need to remember that you can change a law, but that doesn't necessarily change people's hearts. And so that's why visibility is important. That's why getting connected to folks is important. And that's why pride is extremely important, because this is about community. And this is
I don't care, gay nigger.
Move along. We just gotta give a little plug, because I'm from DC, you're from DC.
If I wasn't a musician, I'd be dead.
Who is this Jelly Roll weirdo? Cease. He just looks like a fatter version of that. What's that Jewish rapper? I don't know. Cease. All celebrities starting to look the same. It's so chimo.
This was my best bet to really have an impact. I'll cry with you.
Whatever.
Absolutely love that.
I don't care about these places. Fuck San Francisco. Fuck New York City. And fuck Chicago. Alright? All three of you are the great Satans. And I hope you all burn in fiery brimstone and fire when Armageddon starts. Well, Chicago's already on fire. And so is California.
Absolutely love that. LZ, what about you?
My word is blessed. You know, a lot of people...
Everything's breaking around Eva. New York and around the world. Happy Pride.
Whatever. And they're playing the same stupid song too. Oh boy. So chat, thanks for joining my stream, dude. We managed to fast forward 5 hours of faggot degeneracy in an hour and a half. Way to go, chat! We did it! Woo! So thank you for well, thanks guys. We just sat through an hour and a half of kike degeneracy and faggot lunacy through one of the most prominent groups of lolcows. in my opinion, which is the fat community. So thank you for watching my stream. Join us on Kick and on YouTube, which is Moonliightartist. Check out all of our stores, which is on our All My Links profile. We also, and all of our socials are on there too. And also check out our Flow page and iLink page. Basically, type the name Moonliightartist, Moonlight with 2 eyes in it, and you'll find us everywhere. And we tend to hang out on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, sometimes Facebook, and Telegram too. Well, geez, guys. If you like our content, make sure you join us tomorrow, hopefully, and we're gonna be doing another live stream. For real, Moonies. And geez. I'm Moonlight John. We like. Geez. Oh man, I'm so nervous. Thank you for hanging out with us. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And geez. See you on the other side of the moon. And thank you for watching us, Moonies. And see you later. And don't be a fag, niggas. Woo! And thank you for joining the LOLCOWLAPALOOZA. If you like laughing at locals, check out our playlist on YouTube, Moonliightartist. Woo! And also, we're selling caricatures of locals. We're selling them on our Etsy store and Teespring store. Alright? So, thank you. And make sure you check out our stores. We're going to be adding more merch as the months go by. And we love you, Moonies. See you on the other side of the moon. And don't be a fag, niggas. Bye. See ya.